Hello, my beloveds. Welcome to your Wolf Moon reading. I am so excited to get to do this here with you tonight. It is a beautiful night. The moon is full outside. It is chilly where I am, and I'm warming my hands. I just got to stand outside in the moonlight and cleanse the cards a little bit, and I'm just so excited about the energy of this. The full moon is just really special to me in the ways that it is really so beautiful and spiritual and representative of femininity in so many ways, but representative also of new beginnings and hope and prospects and the fullness of life and cycles, the cycles of living and dying and being. Just a really magical moment. So I'm excited to get to do this reading with you here today. I am going to go ahead and pull a couple of different stacks of cards. We will be doing two different 3-card spreads here, representing the past, present, and future, representing the mind, body, and spirit. And just kind of seeing what the cards have to say to us tonight. Seeing sort of what the source is communicating. Coming into alignment with the earth. Taking some deep breaths together. As we come into alignment with this moment, and just open ourselves to communication possibility. So I'm just pulling cards from where in the deck they speak to me. I do thoroughly shuffle my cards each day. I do think that is sort of part of communicating with them to me, respecting them maybe. So we will see what they are saying to us. I'm gonna put this pile under my crystal. I always say crystal, my clear quartz crystal here. I just really feel like the energy coming through this is really pure, and I think it'll keep that pile really well taken care of. And then this Angelite, I believe it is called, has this really beautiful sheen to it, and it is going to go ahead and safeguard this second pile. I've had a real personal connection with this crystal lately, and I think that it is probably sheltering some wisdom. So let's take a look. This is going to be my first pile for the night. Go ahead and feel free to claim this pile if you would like to, if any of this speaks to you, if this message helps you sort of guide yourself through the next couple of days. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're getting that out of this. Okay. We're going to start with the past, with the mind. I've got the Ten of Swords here. That's going to be sort of failure, exhaustion, victimization, betrayal. That's a really strong start to this reading. These are serious words, serious concepts. Victimization speaks to me sort of when I see this artwork in particular of this collection of sharp birds passing through this woman with this draped cape. Sort of dramatic, sort of almost poetic. I think what this is sort of saying to me about a childhood and a mind is that maybe there's definitely a wound here. I want to address that first because that needs to be validated. If your inner child resonates with the immediacy of this reading, this sort of negativity, this bitterness, perhaps a dead end situation, you came from a place of pain, and that pain deserves to be considered just immediately and witnessed. But there's an element to this. It's almost like a dramatic flair. Someone who is hearing this, I think, maybe knows what I'm talking about. I want to say like a coping mechanism that was very elaborate, that became sort of a central part of the existence here. Like theater perhaps is speaking to me, or play theater, escaping, dissociating perhaps into literature, into movies, into some form of media, or performative media, or creative writing. This real like absorption of like an intense situation, for a child to feel a very intense situation, and like maybe coping with it through sort of wrapping it in this layer of theatrics. I think this is a very specific message, and someone who is hearing this right now is really going to resonate with that interpretation. But I definitely want to, again, sort of like validate this experience, because the dramatic flair doesn't actually take away from how serious it is. It deserves to be acknowledged, and even if it's being alchemized into art in the present, in the future, or into purpose, or into meaning, or if you're on a journey with that, you're on a journey because you had trauma, and like that trauma exists. So let's go ahead and move into this present moment. We've got the Chariot. Success, that's awesome. Ambition, determination, self-control, self-discipline. This art has not gone to waste. In your life now, you are finding time for purpose. I feel like you are a person who is so like creative. I'm really getting this sense of someone who has like built their life around alchemizing this childhood sorrow and turning it into like something incredible. The willpower to be some sort of great person, someone who's very driven. I'm definitely getting a sense of just like maybe almost a need to prove yourself. Maybe an endless cycle of feeling like this lack of validation that comes with the acknowledgement of drama. I feel like maybe I'm saying too many words and not expressing enough meaning. I'm almost getting this sense of like this pain was invalidated because it was so aggressively expressed, and it was expressed in such a bold way that now the life is becoming this endless cycle of like, please acknowledge that I was hurt, that I am hurt. Like, I will go to endless lengths to prove the validity of what I suffered. But I think that that's not the only thing that exists in this interpretation. I'm definitely also getting this sense of like incredible purpose from this. Really, like, there is momentum in the life. This is a person with dreams. This is a person who is moving. This is a person, you who are listening to this, you are a person who is so powerfully motivated to make what you want out of your life, to shape your reality, and to express the pain of your inner child and express the beauty and joy of your inner child by unleashing this sort of incredible personality upon the world. You know what I'm saying. You're hearing this. This is because you are this sensation, and you deserve to acknowledge what a sensation you are. And then let's move into the future. We've got 10 of Cups, and it is reversed. 10 of Cups, it's got all these beautiful fish on it. You can see these lovely goldfish right here. Upright, it's really about happiness. It's really about homecoming. This is reversed, and so of course reverse of happiness drifts a little more towards unhappiness, a little more towards conflict, maybe isolation. That is delicious. Maybe domestic conflict, possibly some sort of like energy of separation. That's so interesting because there's all this purpose here. Separation, conflict, almost, I'm sort of feeling a sense of like a warning. Like maybe all of this drive and all of this purpose, like while it is really like consuming you, is also creating some separation from parts of yourself, maybe from things like resting, maybe from your like happy home life. Maybe this drive is sometimes creating a little bit of I don't want to say drama at home. I feel like drama can have such a negative connotation towards it, but maybe a little bit of this is such an interesting piece to this puzzle. I feel the need to seek further clarification from the deck. I am going to go ahead and top card the deck here and just kind of see what it might add. King of Wands. That is a sharp clarification. And that is also, I mean, a king. A high point of the deck. A strong piece of energy right there. Man, okay. Leadership. Big picture. This is taking control. This is making daring decisions. Optimism, boldness, striding valiantly forward. In so many ways, the opposite of this pull, which clarification cards, I feel like for me at least, so often are, that there's this sense of like, this is one possibility and that this is another possibility. So we're looking at the future. We're looking at possible energies here. We are looking at possible results of the momentum of your present. So I think that maybe it is an idea of the momentum of your present can carry forward into this place of negativity and isolation because you become so absorbed in the endless cycle of validating this pain and never really feeling like you've hit this point of truly validating it, as you are just sort of like repeating and repeating and repeating this cycle of trying to get it. It's so interesting, this sweep of the cards here. I don't know if you can see, let me move these up towards the camera here. You can see this sweep of energy here with these waves and these birds. I really get this sense of circular momentum from this, and I think that the circular momentum is eventually going to explode and like expel you forward in this torrent of energy and potential that you are building up behind your incredible personality. And that is either going to go towards this sense of like domestic isolation where you sort of never truly find that sense of purpose that you are seeking in this momentum, or it's going to go to where you are striding just ardently forward in this place of leadership, in this place of vision, in this taking control of all of that energy and becoming this person of incredible potential. And I think that is so like beautiful because you have this strength in you, and you have been proving that strength since you were a child. You've proven it again and again and again, and you have proven that you are a warrior. And now if you can allow yourself to say enough, allow yourself to come to rest, that momentum can go forward now instead of continuing to beg the same question. You can release this, and you can allow yourself to become this leader, this big picture person. In fact, I would say that you already are this person, that you already are this visionary, and you already have this energy and power inside of you, and all that is waiting is for you to claim it. You do not have to allow yourself to slide into this place of isolation, and you don't, it's not even allow yourself, you won't go there as long as you are choosing to claim this strong, powerful version of yourself, because that is your due. That is what the universe is giving you. This is a really moving read, especially I think in association with the full moon. And here I've not mind, body, spirited enough, but I believe also here we've got this, the mind is intellectualizing the trauma, the body is feeling the trauma. The mind is intellectualizing the trauma, the body is feeling the trauma, and the spirit is ready to release the trauma, release it, baby. It is time, my beautiful child, to let that go, and to feel that feeling and to move on from that place. And that is so powerful of a calling in this full moon, in this release, and in this time of new beginnings. And I really believe in that for you. And I'm gonna really hold that energy and hold that space just for you. I am a beverage goblin, as they say. We're gonna go ahead and go on to our beautiful pile 2 reading, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take a few deep breaths here because that first reading was very intense, and I want to really cleanse this moment and really purify this energy for this next reading, so that we can really give our all here to those who have claimed this second pile, who have felt meaning and connection to this second pile. The cards have something to say to you. And if you didn't feel yourself in that last reading, that is okay, because we're going to do one right here. And if you're watching this video, I truly believe that you were led here for a reason, and that this piece of information is going to contain something that is going to speak to you, and you are going to feel something here today. So let's go ahead and here I keep wanting to turn these over. Let's go ahead and place these out. Past. I feel like I need to turn this one over. I don't know why, but Spirit is leading me to turn this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See if there's some kind of logic to that madness, or if it'll need clarification. And then this will be your future. So let's go ahead and puzzle this one out together. Beautiful. I think that there's something to be said here. Okay, so let's talk about the past. The Magician. Wow. First card in the deck. That is number 1. It is, well, it's not number 1 because, of course, we have 0, the Fool, and here I am being the Fool and forgetting about it. But this is a beautiful card. This is willpower. This is desire. This is being resourceful. Skill, concentration, manifestation. Wow, this is a magical card. And here we have this beautiful little fairy perched on this lovely statue. I feel like you are someone who, from your childhood, has been very connected to spirit. Like, I'm feeling this energy off of you right now, like, that is so peaceful and, like, deep. Oh my god, deep. I'm feeling this, like, water, like, this, you know that sensation when, light passes through water and you can see the ripples at the bottom of a pond, modeled colors at the bottom of a pond. That is the phrase that is coming through to me. There is depth to you, darling. You are powerful. Wow. We're drawn here for a reason, and you're blessed by this beautiful stone that I'm so feeling so connected to this week. It's an honor to meet you. It's an honor to have you here watching this video. I'm really excited to pass this message on to you, because whoever you are, this is a strong beginning. That said, I don't think that we can deny that is intense for a child, for an inner child. You were probably someone who is very highly sensitive, someone who experiences pain and sensations very, very deeply, maybe who cares so much about others, and who isn't maybe always cared for in that same capacity, you know? I definitely feel like you are someone who has the capacity to feel enormous amounts of pain and to sort of carry that burden with grace, to alchemize that sort of pain into this, like, incredible, resourceful, like, currency almost. That's crazy that's coming to me, but this currency, like, you have intellectualized, I think, a lot of spirit and of pain and of trauma and of past, And that, I want to acknowledge that, because that is a burden, and that is like, that's a lot, you know, to be so intelligent. I feel like maybe you're like an old soul, someone who maybe feels strongly connected to like an idea of like a past life, or maybe someone who has a very like deep spiritual connection to like a being. I'm getting like a feeling of like a prophet, or like someone, maybe you're also a tarot reader who really like has an insight. I think you know your intuition a lot better than a lot of people do. Maybe almost to like an intense degree. So if that was you as a child, where are you now? If that is your mind, where's your body? The Nine of Swords, and it is actually reversed, which is interesting because that is actually like kind of like a growing place. So the Nine of Swords reversed is all about learning how to cope with things that are hard. Like that, I'm fucking proud of you. Ooh, I should not have said that, but I'm really proud of you. And I think that there's a sense here of you are a person who has already started learning how to heal. You are a person who is growing and is learning how to sort of cope with how much pain that you have been in. You, at some point, were like, okay, enough is enough. No one is coming to save me, no matter how much I might want someone to come to save me, no matter how much I might wish that I could romanticize the idea that I'll be rescued. You have already sort of realized that you've got to rescue yourself. You are learning how to cope. You are finding help. You are addressing guilt. You are working and sort of really bringing a lot of strength and power to that, and that's really beautiful, and that's really impressive, and I'm really proud of you, and I'd really like to see where that sort of momentum and energy is leading you. So I think we're going to go ahead and push forward into this place of spirit. I would love to see that Temperance, and that's, I mean, that's such a beautiful sort of like continuation of this journey, you know. Temperance is, as they say, all about finding balance. Temperance is all about finding sort of like understanding and place, and peace, tranquility, you know. With this intellectualization, I feel like there's a lot of momentum to you, right? A lot of energy, right? You are like a spiritual battery. You are like someone who is so plugged in and connected to the world, and like feeling these intense feelings and having these huge emotions, and also like at the same time as having these huge emotions, like you're like a fire crew putting out fires. Like you are processing these emotions as fast as you were having them, and you were tucking them away. But babe, that takes a lot of energy, right? Like that takes a lot of work. Doing that all the time is really hard. And like I know that sometimes you crack and you don't do it as well as you wish that you were doing it, and you have these moments where you don't feel like you are yourself because you break into this pain and you become this child who, like, you are this child who cracks and has these moments of sort of loss of control. And when you have that, I think that you sometimes maybe panic and maybe believe that it's all for naught. But your goal is peace, right? And that means you need to forgive yourself, right? And that's hard for somebody to hear, I'm aware. And I love you so much. But someone needs to hear that your peace is at the end of starting to let go of some of this constant aggressive momentum, right? Like you do want to get better. And I know you're working hard, and I'm not telling you to give up on that journey, because we are all on that journey. But you can allow yourself to rest, and finding that balance between moving forward and resting is the way you're going to find your place of spiritual power, the way you're going to find your place of growth. And that is your due, baby. That is waiting for you. and you deserve that so much. And I really want to see you sort of like reach that point of happiness. And I beg you to hold yourself, to take a moment to stop this train and say, I'm proud of myself, and say, look how far I've come. Look at what a beautiful arc I've had. Look at the way that my sensitive soul is becoming this incredible, powerful person. And this person who is so strong and is becoming this leader and this force of peace and this force of tranquility and bringing ripples of peace to those around you who are looking to you for that guidance and that leadership, because they're saying, wow, you are a person who has been through so much and has come out so bright and shining, and you are not letting go of that. And I just think you need to hold yourself and look at that with reality and acknowledge how incredible you are. And I'm so proud of you, and I love you. And I think that is a beautiful thing for you to consider in this full moon energy and what release that may bring to you. And for both of my beautiful piles here tonight, just remember that it's okay to forgive yourself, and it's okay to love yourself, and it's always, always, always okay to take care of yourself. And I will see you in the next one.